human error that we make costs lives. You can put one batch out and it might kill a lot of people. Backseat. My mom did the same trade for many, many years. Was introduced to it at a young age, and I just sort of followed in her footsteps. And here I am. Everything changed when fentanyl became on the market.
Keisha's a drug dealer who asked us to only use her first name. Over the 20 years she's been selling, she's seen the supply change dramatically. For the last decade, both Canada and the US have been ravaged by an overdose crisis, largely fueled by the synthetic opioid, fentanyl. The pandemic made it worse by disrupting the drug supply and cutting people off from harm reduction services. But the crisis is now reaching another turning point. Chemicals made in labs are infiltrating the drug supply and being combined with fentanyl to make something more dangerous. And nowhere is this more evident than in British Columbia.
You went from seeing brown substance, which was heroin, and then you're like, okay, what the is this? Because it's purple and blue and pink and all these weird colors. Okay, so I just have to wait till it settles.
Despite the shifting supply, Keisha still sells fentanyl. She mixes it with purple food coloring to differentiate it from cocaine, and she cuts it with monk fruit, an organic sweetener she says is safer than other cutting agents. Still, it's not safe. Fentanyl is up to 50 times more potent than heroin. It's been linked to at least 250,000 deaths in the US and Canada.
The risk is extremely dangerous every day. You know, anything can happen. See how there's like smoke coming out? That's the dangerous part of it.
Just because it's so potent?
Yeah.
When you think about fentanyl, it's always in the abstract, and she's using like just these normal kitchen tools and food coloring. It's very like basic. Keisha cooks her fentanyl every few days in a process that takes hours. She charges $10 a bag and can sell up to 5 ounces in a day for as much as $15,000.
What I see is that people need fentanyl more than heroin, like more frequently. Like heroin, you used to be able to do a smash or, you know, do a couple points and you'd be good all day and all night. Well, people who use fent, they need it every like 3 hours.
So it just doesn't last as long.
Doesn't last as long, doesn't have legs.
To make the fentanyl's effects last longer, other suppliers have been cutting it with ultra-potent chemicals. One, called atezolam, is from a family of sedatives called benzodiazepines. This cocktail is being sold as Benzo dope, a drug that's deadlier and more addictive than the sum of its parts. In January, benzos were detected in more than half of fatal overdoses. So fentanyl hits the market. It's like the worst overdose crisis we've ever seen. And now there's benzos in the fentanyl. How has it changed things?
I've never seen anything like it. I've seen people do hoots and they're like literally folded in half on the ground for hours. They're gone for. The benzos are going to kill a lot of people. And it already has. It's already started. And everything is cut with it. Everything. It's very hard to find somebody who you can trust to get just raw fent and not cut with any benzos. Fentanyl is safe in my eyes compared to benzos and fent.
That's a shocking statement, though, for you to say that fentanyl, which has killed thousands, hundreds of thousands at this point of people, and you're saying that it's safe compared to this new dope that you're seeing.
Yeah, way more safer.
Keisha considers herself an ethical dealer because she doesn't cut benzos into her fentanyl. Addiction specialists have been advocating for keeping the drug supply safe for years. They point